Good morning. We're here. We here. Can't be doing all right if you are half left. What is that, Treff? I don't know what that means. Half left. Good morning, Robert. Good morning. Oh man. Kind of in an awkward spot here, to be honest. I don't know if I don't know. If we kind of inverse to the downside here, maybe we'll take it. I'm kind of thinking like it open. Maybe we get like a push up into this area and then downs. We got that 192 sitting down there still. Trades by Slade in the house. Good morning. So we'll see. We did take a couple trades overnight. We streamed last night. Nothing crazy. Passed an eval and we were up $11 on the pro account. We would have been up like 40 bucks, 50 bucks on the pro account if we held it, but you know, it took like an hour and a half to hit the target. Good morning, Marco. Good morning. So we look for opportunities here. Nice little push up. 9:16. We got 9:45 news and 10 a.m. news. 9:45 is Chicago PMI, and then we got 1-year Michigan inflation expectations at 10. Mancini's information is 59.10, 59.25. Next above 25 must clear to see 36. 45 plus. Get the next leg down below 77. Pretty much it there. We did have a nice failed breakdown earlier at 8. I don't know, 8:10, 8:11, some sort of sell off there. Reclaim of the, or tested 77 directly. So from 77, the push up into 905, pretty clean. Good morning, Clarity. Lunatic, you did 15,000 plus on pre-market. Let's go. Let's go. Nice job. Yeah, Joseph, for sure. For sure. Who knows what this was here. This was not really news, but it's 200 points straight to the downside in 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I mean, that's pretty insane. Insane. This is the breakout we traded last night. We were holding this 5-minute downtrend. And I was kind of targeting 55 basically. I got long somewhere over here. It took like an hour to get through 55, and then the next level up was up here at 65 or something, and it didn't even get there until 1:30 in the morning. So still kind of holding below this 5-minute downtrend, though. We did kind of peekaboo above it, but still kind of holding below it. Again, I was kind of thinking Judas swing at open up into this 15-minute gap and then kind of see what happens there. But this looks like we might close above. If we do close above, we'll see. See if we get the overnight high. Plus 1,100 on the 810 drop. Nice job, Clarity. You held a loser for 6 hours overnight. Small green. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, 6 hours. That's insanity. I know Slade was in a long. I don't know if Slade got out of that long or not. Or was it? Were you in a long or a short? No, you were in a long. Did you? Weren't you in a long? I think you were. Did you hold that long? Did it hit your target? You were short in 8. As long as you had room. Oh, let's go. You end up making money. Let's go. Nice job. I know you were long on the drop, and then you split. You must have flipped short. I think you said. I was long biased too until I saw that downtrend on the 5 minute that we respected. Then I switched short. What up, CK Trade Zone? Yeah, I remember you. You got 5 of your Apex accounts. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I was looking at it like this. I actually had my trend line drawn wrong. I recognized it after I had I took a breakout. I tried to take a breakout long here because we kind of, if you drew a down trend line, we kind of broke out of. No, wait, it was here. It was here. I didn't even notice this trend line. I had it drawn wrong. I had it drawn over here. So you can see, just rejected that 5 minute trend line. I mean, even if you extend it, it's still just holding below that, right? So I am bearish today until we'll see if we inverse this up to the upside or not. The 15-minute candle, we may consider some longs. What up, Eliza? You took advantage of the 50% first-time account and purchased an account with code MYTH. Thank you, Eliza. Eliza. Boom, boom, boom. Slade had a good trade. Yeah. Good morning, Perfect Play. What is the blue horizontal line? That's the previous day initial balance low. You see previous day initial balance low. That'll go away in just a few minutes. So the opening range low from yesterday. The red line would be initial balance high. The white line is the overnight high. And the green line is the overnight low. No, I do, that's kind of how I have those marked out. But that blue line will probably go away I think it goes away once the market opens. But I do like to know where that is, kind of get reactions off that area, even overnight. So we did adjust our take profit and our stop loss on our funded accounts. If we are taking an inverse, we're now going 3 micros, 20-point stop, 20-point take profit with a runner. So we'll kind of see what we get here at open for now. We're kind of here. We're here. We'll see what happens. That's all we can do. Got about 7 minutes left until the market opens. Also 7 minutes left until this 15-minute candle kind of closes. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we dump here at open. Like I was expecting. I wanted this to happen kind of like at open. And then get something clean back to the downside. But even there on the 2 minutes, not even clean now. 3 minutes going to be the cleanest. If you kind of... Problem here is, even if we close below this, you've got a larger 5 minute and then a 1 minute and a 3 minute gap down here to kind of get through. So I don't know. We'll probably going to need more of a push up at open. We'll see. We'll see. Appreciate your trades by Slade. Have a good time at work. Hopefully it goes by for you quickly. Rooms long, 26. Let's go. Good morning, Amelia. So ES is kind of back to the VWAP here. I mean, maybe we do push it. I don't know. Hard to say it open. Do we go? Do we not? Headline flow waking, ES, and then multi-hour chop finally. I posted 59.10 to 25 is chop. And if 10 fails, we would sell down to 89, then 87. or 77. We sold down to 77 exact and bounced. Failed breakdown of yesterday's low. 59.10, 59.25 above 25 must clear in order to see a 36 or 45. We get another leg down below 77. All right. We read that earlier, but we're reading it again just to kind of get the little refresher. Little refresher there. There's the 925 candle. Bought the first TPT. Let's go, Alcy Faye. You the man. Room, I did. I didn't get a chance to respond yet, man. I'll read it today. I'll get to it today. Boom, boom, boom. Nice bounce there off the VWAP. Rob, good morning. So we got news 9:45, news 10 a.m. So we're going to be patient. See if we can't find a spot to take a fund to trade today. What I might do, let me go ahead and set this up just in case I decide to do it. If there's an opportunity that's not good enough for all the funded accounts, but is at least good enough for the Take Private Pro, let's find something here. Let's get us a that'll work. All right. So I got that there just in case I want to take a quick eval trade, or not eval trade, a trade that's not good enough for all the funded, but maybe it's good enough for one. Max, you long or short bias? What do you think? He said, I am a wiener dog. It is long, all day strong. Oh, yes. Here's the thing. He's long, but he's short. So I don't know. Could be both. Could be both. Yeah, long body, short legs. That's right. All right, let's see what happens here. We got 1 minute until this 15-minute candle closes. Where does this go? I mean, do we inverse the 15-minute right at open? If we do, I think we go to the overnight high. We'll see. So pushing up here, got to close above 385. Got to open up at 385 or above, basically, in order to inverse the 15-minute at open. So let's see. We got my timer, my clock's in a different spot today. So we got 45 seconds until open. Let's see if this thing pushes above 385 here or not. If it does not, we may just get a dumpy at open. 15 seconds here. So it did not inverse there. Here's the open. Data latency. Please pump it for max. Lay around and look cute. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Good morning, John. So let's see what happens here at open. Kind of pulling back here a little bit. 360s. ES back to the VWAP. What up, Pine Tree? Let's go. Let's go. Kind of pushing down here. Just trying to see here what we get. Do have a 5-minute here, a 3-minute and a 5-minute here. But the problem is you'll be trying to target a wick that's inside a bigger time frame. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, bouncing off the 5,900 there. Holding there, pushing back up. Again, news 9:45, news 10 a.m. So we're going to be a little bit patient here unless something obvious. Unless there's something obvious. Oh, there's Max. What's that mean, Max? Long, short? I don't know, man. Tell me. Tell me, Max. Good morning, Andy. I got 2 minutes left on this first 5-minute candle. Let's see how it closes. You also have the 3-minute closing here as well. So 3-minute did not inverse. Kind of watching the 5 here. It's not the it's not on the it's an internal gap, so it's not as strong, but we'll see. He said both? Uh-oh. Not going to take any trade until 10. Yeah, I don't blame you. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. $3.15. You heard Max say short with a tight stop. No giveaway. TCG can go. Yeah. All right. I'm watching the 5-minute. We'll see if it closes below. If it does, I may take it. You only try and trade in the macro times. Nothing wrong with that, Zilmi. Does not look like the 5 minutes going to close there. What up, Stock Tiger? Good morning. How you doing? Stock Tiger in the house. Celebrity Tox Tiger. No, wait. Tox Tiger or Stock Tiger? Oh, man, that sucks. That looked so clean there, but unfortunately it just didn't close below. Interesting. Siger Talk? That's right. You circle it around a little bit. Celebrity Tom Sabo. Is he on there? I don't know. I got an email from them. Tom talked to them. They sent me an email, but I haven't gotten a follow-up yet. We might go on there. He's a host now. Cool. Let me go in there and check. Let me pull him up. Try my best, John. I try my best. Oh, Terry's on there now, too. I want to take a short here. Feels like it's a little too late, but I don't know. We'll see. Joey Boots. Tom Sabo from Hungary has an appetite for success. I only see Terry Trades and Bull Barbie on there now. All right, let's see here. I don't know. We got news in 7 minutes. No point in doing anything. Tom's on in the afternoon. Okay, I got you. $348 tick session. Yeah, it's not moving too much. Can I get in here? 20-point stop. I mean, I think it continues to push down. The problem is we do have news. I'm going to wait. There'll probably be better setups. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, lunatic. But the thing is, if I think it's going to go down, like if I think the draw's lower, right, then you know, just trying to find a spot to get in. But we'll see. Just waiting. We'll see. We'll see. What up, Tech T? You put one tick on your license plate, think everyone think I'm a cool day trader, but instead, they think all of it's Tourette's. Oh. No close. No close below on the 5-minute yet. What up? Oh, I don't know who that. Oh, is it? You're talking about June. I'm not sure. We got news here, so let's just be. Let's just be careful here. We got 4 minutes until news. We need Pine Tree to say it. He does such a great job. Sounds exactly like June. I don't know. I haven't. I can't remember what June sounds like. I did watch one of his videos, I guess, when he left Fast Track. All right, that's an interesting candle there. Do it, Pine Tree. Let's hear it. Yeah, Amelia. Pine Tree is the moose race on YouTube. Nothing like a herd of moose galloping. We're not really moving here, guys. I'm assuming we're waiting on news. Waiting on news. What up, Black Beauty? Good morning. Let's see. Buyers buy really high and sellers sell really low. If you switch the way of thinking, you will improve drastically. Well, the thing is, my model sometimes, you get in, the way I trade, I get in when I get in. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. I don't know. Obviously, you try to get in as high or as low as you can, but it doesn't always work that way. Doesn't always work that way for me. I wish it did. I wish it did, but it don't. Wow. I have no idea yet. I mean, we got 192 sitting down there nice and juicy. Maybe it wants to run down there. Maybe it wants to run down there. 192 sitting nicely down there. I'm hungry this morning. When a day trader goes camping, what do you watch for? They all want to look for ticks. Gotta look out for ticks. That's Pine Tree's fears, ticks, right? I think I heard Pine Tree say that. He don't like ticks. Of course, it's going to close below right at the 945. Big swinging ticks. All right, here we go. See what the news does. All right, here's the news. Nothing. A nothing burger. An absolutely nothing burger. A little delayed, you think? 'Still getting that connection lost on my Ninja today. I don't know why. It's like the third time it's said it since I've gotten on the stream. You should be there also. Oh, man. On 47. 350 resistance. Yeah. Just trying to be patient here and wait, guys. Not much to do for now. Boom, boom, boom. Holding up here 300s. $230 is the next stop I see. Could be a huge flush. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, ES holding up at the 5,900 for now. Nasdaq looks weaker than the ES here. A bit weaker. Just no real momentum through here. The 5-minute did inverse to the downside here. Push back into 335. Could be interesting for a short. Try to be patient here and just wait, guys, for something that's obvious. We do have 10 a.m. news, but it's not, I mean, it's yellow folder. It's not very, may not be, it's not high impact. But trade the 5-minute plus $400. Let's go, Tech T. Nice job. All right, let's see what we get here. Losing that 90 there. Can we get a retest on the 90 here? If we retest the 90 without hitting that internal swing, if we don't hit the swing here, then I'll take it. I think we left equal lows there. Nope. Yes, it's below 93 here as well. Yeah, I just didn't get in. I wanted to get in, but I wanted to retest 90. Didn't quite get it. Oh man, kind of feel like I'm missing a short, but at the same time, you know, I think it's fine. Need a little bit of a pop here. Yeah, Trev, that's the thing. Need a bit of a pushback up, but may not get it. Yeah, we run 8 30-minute wick. 8 a.m. 30-minute wick. Yeah, I think so too. Jumping in here. Touching the 9 there. Morning, Coach Fred. Yeah, room. This is PA. Boom, boom, boom. If we get back below 50, I'll go stop to break even here. We'll see it get through the 50 here. All right, stopped out there. Still think the play works, but I'm not willing to give it a whole lot of room. Once it like touches that 50, I don't love it as much. So I think if I could have waited for a close below the 50, but like, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I was short there, Trev. Good morning, Owlboy. This could have been like, the problem is here, I mean, I don't know. I thought we would just kind of hold this gap and maybe sell down. We had the 9 there too. I got in a little sooner than I probably should have, but we'll see. What up, Dylan? How's it going? Full-time trading, looking for someone very methodical. Yeah, it could have kind of gone either way. I actually would have been a little ticked off if I would have lost on that trade. After I got in, I thought about that. Because it is a chase. Still just holding up here. We do have news here in a minute, a little over a minute, so let's see what happens. Inside bar on the 5-minute as well here. As of right now, potential inside bar. Myth Gang. Do I have any courses online? No. Dylan, everything that you need to learn, anything that you need to learn for trading, in my opinion, is available for free. I would never pay for a course. I would never pay for a course. I'd never suggest you pay for a course. If you have just a little bit of due diligence, if you just do a little due diligence, you can find everything you need to know online for free in screen time, right? What up, CT? Yes, the OnlyFans videos are available. Use code MM for a discount. Code MM for thy discount. I kid. Java. What are we going to do here? Are we pushing back up for a little push up? I just eat burgers. Yeah. All right, I'm thinking about entering short again. No, I have a strat deal, and I use inverses. I usually trade inversions. I might take a 50 touch, stuff like that. Darn it, I missed that. I was trying to get that 50 short there. Yeah, some news. Let's go, Coach Fred. I was going to take that 50 touch, but you got to take that with 10 points. 10 point stop, 10 point take profit. Have I been following my own rules? Yes, I have since I made the video, yeah. For the most part. Let's go, Lunatic. Nice job. We just gonna wait. Still think we go down, but we'll see. Maybe we don't. You lose accounts when you break your rules? That is weird. Yeah, boy, I agree. You know, I mean, I broke the rules yesterday to a degree because I did take more than one trade, but just traded 5 minis. Oof, Jamie, good, good. At least it worked out. Yeah, I agree. Clarity, base hits make a lot of sense. Yeah. Exactly. I agree, Lunatic. Screen time and just kind of, you know, being on the charts is going to help you a lot more than anything. That inside bar break on the 5 minute just banged. I noticed the inside bar, but I wasn't paying attention to the break of it. Break of that inside bar, 47 points. See what price does. I mean, how do we come this close to sell side and not hit it? ICT Shrine on your PC desk helps. 100% mechanical, so I follow the same rules every day. Yeah, or every trade. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Back up to the EVWAP here. Oh, 10-second? Wow. Yeah, that's pretty quick. I used to use the 15-second chart. Boom, 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 boom. Big bullish candle here. Just sitting here while it rips. Hey, it's fine. Better to be out of the rip than be in it the wrong side. I'm so sleepy today. He doubles his size. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have a friend like that too. I do that too sometimes. That is one of the worst things you could do. And then usually when you take that second trade, it's not really a setup, right? Oh. Yeah, eval's fine. Evals are a little different. Well, let's just sit back and relax and wait and see what we get. Might get a little SMT here. ES kind of approaching the highs here. What up, Keegan? How you doing? Whew. I'm so hungry this morning, guys. So hungry. Today I'm starting another reversal. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see if we inverse the 15-minute back to the upside or not. The weather is stupid too. Still working on the best loser thing. Our brains are wired. Yeah, I agree. Only time you lose a PA is on the sixth payout when I empty it out. Let's go. What up, Raul? Can you pay for the PA activation fee after 48 hours? Yeah, of course. Just sign the document. At least sign the document. And then you can pay for it kind of whenever you want. Sign the document and just leave it. Yes, exactly. They do tech T. The Bulenox PA stay dormant. I've had a couple of PAs dormant for a couple of weeks. Need to activate within 30 days for Apex. I mean, maybe, Owlboy. Their inactivity rule is not 30 days. It's 180 days. Should we just lock down our $8.92 and just call it a day? Do we just lock down our $8.92? I'm kidding, of course. Yeah, exactly. They just bill you. I got mine that have been dormant since like May the 12th or 13th. I'm not activating them until Monday. So they renew on the 9th. It's like 2 extra large Slim Jims. You're probably right. More than that, though. It's more than that if you multiply it. If you multiply it by, how many ever 10 accounts. Yeah. Oh, well, actually, that one only got $3.92. Darn slippage. Yeah, that's true, Amelia. I don't know if today's a day. End of the month on a Friday, it's going to be extremely volatile because of the option contract market. If you could walk away from today, trade. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Brad, I'm going to try to get to 100. We know what Pine Tree does for $8. $8, he'd walk away. Pine Tree'd walk away for $8. He'd lube himself up with all the pine oil he could find. That's what Pine Tree would do. Yeah, got long 320. Let's go. He would go for some Wolf Harami medication. Oh, he runs the $9.99 special. Nice. You need a significant pullback before I consider going long. Yeah. Should I have stopped earlier? Are you green? What are you now, Yoji? You red? Are you red? Or the rojo? Oh, I like Pine Tree too. For sure. So ES ran the opening print. Nasdaq has failed to. I think it's reasonable to short here. We have an SMT. I'm going to take this short if it closes below. We have an SMT. If we get good momentum here, I'll take it. $280 fired long signal. It might continue up. I don't know. The 15-minute fell to inverse here. And we have a big SMT. We have a big SMT here with the ES. So if we get momentum candle down, I'm taking it. Even though it kind of looks bullish, but Stock Tiger's your favorite? Boom, 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 boom. Well, yeah, it looks bullish for sure. I'm just saying if we get through there with some momentum, I'll take it. Doesn't look like we're going to. It would have had to have happened on this candle. If it happened on that candle, I probably would have taken it. If we're going to sweep belows, I feel like we would have done it right there. Yeah, probably comes back later and does it. Stock Tiger is catastrophically horrible, but is probably one of the wealthiest of all YouTubers. You think so? I don't know. There's a couple of YouTubers that I don't think you probably know their. You probably don't know their pre-YouTube life. I know of a couple that are very, very wealthy. Very, very wealthy. So I don't know, but I don't know what Stock Tiger. I know he has like a trucking business or something, but I'm not quite sure beyond that. But I do know of a couple of other ones who have done very well in life before YouTube. So does it go? Yeah, I'm talking about non-trading related. I mean, I do think this long could work out of this gap here. I don't know if I want to take it with maybe take it here. So if we get more of a pullback. I'm going to take the long here. So we get the push up. Just on a I am on a single. Okay, yeah, I had to make sure. I was like, let me make sure I'm on a single account here. Is there really life before YouTube? I don't know. No, I'm not talking about Patrick. Just notice the micro commissions on my Finna Futures 3 times as much as Bewley. Are they? I don't know. I've never really looked at it. So you don't even need 100K subs, Tech T, for it to be that way. Trust me. You don't even need 100K. All right, I'm locking some in here. This is the pro account, so logging in the 5. Locking in the 10. Locking in the more. There we go. Some nice little winner there on that pro account. Thank you. Full-time trading. Let's see here. When you're going to decide how much points are you going to take to keep it simple after a huge sell-off? Yeah, 10, 15 points to me. To the moon. All right, let's see what we got there. We should be about $400, I think, in profit, maybe. I don't even know. 330. 330. So we only need another, I don't know, $820 to secure to lock out the account there above the 2K. So I won't take any other trades on that account other than the copy trade. You gonna hold her to the moon? Oh. It's looking good. Pine tree runs backwards into pine trees. You have to be careful about pine cones. Yeah. Oof. Anyone learn from you and improve their trading tremendously, provided they don't try to mirror trade. Yeah. I mean, I don't think copy trading people makes any sense, but you don't learn anything from that. There are still people that do it, but for example, if we're trading the same strategy, we may sometimes be in the same trade, but like for example here, I didn't take this inverse, but this might be something someone else would take, right? I don't know. So even trading the same strategy, sometimes with different biases, maybe you don't take the same. Maybe you're not in the same trade still, but we'll see. It likes to make those fakes at key levels. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. Yeah, that's why I don't like chasing. I did chase yesterday on that big drop to 321. And I was sweating it because I think I shorted like 335. And it pushed back up like 10, 15 points. $15 orb bounce? Where was that? I mean, if you took the 15-minute breakout, it paid pretty decent. 50 points. Dun, 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 dun. Whew. Many times you do call outs to people in family and they don't have the exact entry. Yeah. 389, the top. Oh, you're talking about the rejection? Yeah. We have 7 minutes, 6 minutes until the initial balance is set to. Is it going to go short? Yeah, you never know. I mean, like, I am kind of surprised it did not take out this wick. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? But that's why trading's so hard. Like, and that's why I try not to chase. I realized that I did short here on this push back up. But I thought I was reasonable with it. Once it broke back into the 50, I moved my stop. And then got out break even. Boom, 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 boom. Not a whole lot of momentum right here, to be honest. What's the 5 minute looking like here? Still really just in this range. I mean, it's a big range. 170 points. We go through the 90s, we should be able to see 420 plus. I tend to agree. I got 421 overnight high kind of marked out there. And then above that, you actually got this wick here. 447. 485, kind of some obvious levels. Think it pops it. You prefer shorting, but not always the best trade. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I mean, you can find which indice makes the most sense. Commissions also with Apex Micros get crazy, double what TPT is. Yeah, I don't know. I probably should pay more attention to commissions, but I really don't. ES at the highs. Initial balance is going to be set at the same time as we get a new 15-minute candle. Very small 15-minute candle here. We're losing momentum right here at the top. Still have a big SMT, but there's no death candle through this gap. The great thing about the NQ is the volatility allows you to take many trades and approaches. Yeah. What do we got here? Are we going? Got an ATR at 50 on gold. What time frame? You hope sooner than later? Yeah. Oh, on the daily time frame. I got what you're saying now. All right. Finally, I popped through there. Pushing the 390, getting a little pullback here. It's kind of expected at that 90 level. Continuation. John said he loves the gold. The gold. Inside bar there on the 5-minute. Let's see if this thing does indeed push off this inside bar here. A good gold trader is good leprechaun. ES pushed up to 918. We got the initial balance set now. Trev, you died. I'm trying to decide if I should do an initial balance trade or not. What up, Mad Moxie? Good morning. ES is breaking out here. You're going to take 10 points. Yeah, me too. So ES is pushing here. It's a scenario where, like, I feel like I could get away with just going ahead and longing now. But it is almost like guessing when it pops through. I think I need to update this. I think yeah, it's on. I'll look for like a 10-point move. Maybe out of this area. So we get maybe a 50 touch here. On the pullback. There's the 21. I can take the 21 here, but I don't know if it holds. If it gets back above the 9, I don't know. I'm going to wait. I do think if it gets above the 9, we probably push into initial balance again, but Nutty talking about Dodgy Rip's feud. Yeah, did you guys see Nutty saying he's going to put up 50K or something to challenge Kellyanne? I don't know if he's mentioned that. I saw it on Twitter. He was going to have a trade-off with Kellyanne. Well, he's asking for 50K. Maybe. Oh, so he's saying he would do it for 50K. I thought he was saying he'd put up 50K. That is kind of funny. That is kind of funny there. He's reading the tweet. Oh. Your theory, but I'm proving is the best traders have the most Neanderthal genes in them. Maybe. Well, she left without me, as she tends to do. She left without me. Rude. Rude. She did. Abandoned me. I don't know. I mean, the idea was right. I don't know if, man. $393. Need more of a close above maybe than that. Let me see. All right, I'm in here. Not exactly the reaction I was hoping for. Up 5 points there. I'm going to go break even here. Give it to me, baby. Come on, go. Pop the 400 here. You can do it. We're not asking for much. Come on, go. Go. Get me out of this. Go. Don't do me dirty here. I just felt like it was going to retest, so I just took something. I got in early. Early or late. I don't know, whichever way you want to look at it, I guess. Let's just take something. Up 100 points on one NQ. Let's go, yop. So, RIP Apex account. I got chopped both ways. Yeah, it sucks, man. Like, same thing was happening to me last night, Pine Tree. I didn't get to watch much of your stream. I caught you as you were getting off there, and people were telling me that same kind of thing was happening to you. You just drove crazy trying to crack the code. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it was up like 8 points at one point there, almost 9, and it just wouldn't. It just didn't give it to me. So $50, better than no dollars. Better than no dollars, I suppose. Man, we got a 1 minute inverse here, potentially, to the downside. I don't know. Let's go full time. You're requesting a payout? Decent momentum here back to the downside. But this probably holds, if I had to guess. Hey, small or large, payout's a payout. Let's go. Okay. I am tempted to short here, guys. A lot of times these shorts play out. All right, I'm going to take the short, guys. I'm going to try it. We rejected the initial balance. Stop to break even will be 58.75. Oof. Oof. That's not the response we wanted. Oofka. Oofka. I just noticed that the 50 EMA is sitting up here at 61 now. Well, I thought we had decent momentum there, but apparently not. Come on. Move my stop down. This has to go down now. I'm getting out of that. Getting out of that. We lost like $10. And ended up going there, huh? Yeah, my take profit I put it at 6. Oh, actually, you know what? We could take this 50 touch here. That's what I was waiting on earlier. The problem is as weird as that sounds. All right. Probably went stop to break even a little too quick there. But I didn't want it to retest this swing. I guess I could have left it down here. I don't know. It probably still works. Room short. Good luck. Delta drop 1K. It seems like it is. I think this 50 touch works. I don't know. And it probably didn't give it enough room. Obviously, there's my target. I hate it when I do that, too. Like, I moved it to stop at 4 or 5 points there. Moved it to break even. I waited to enter for it to kind of re-push back above 50 without taking the drawdown. So as a zero drawdown trade, I just didn't give it enough room. I should have just tucked my stop up below that low there and left it. So, shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't. So, yeah. So, still basically right there. 40 bucks, 30 bucks. I mean, nothing too crazy. But I do feel like I probably have mismanaged a couple of those trades. So, for that reason, I don't think I'm going to take any more trades on this account. Maybe we take another trade on the take profit account, but not that account. That's the take profit account here. And let's see. So it may take an initial balance trade or something off this, but not anything else. We did tap into a 15-minute unbalanced gap there on this push down. So we did tap into that 15-minute gap. Boom, 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 boom. 1050 is your ideal. Yeah, I like the macro times too, obviously. Guys, remember, my funded futures, 30% off for the Starter Plus account. And if you're a new customer with my funded futures, you can you get 50% off your first account there. Really, like a really good deal. The Starter Plus, no activation fee on the on any of the accounts of my funded futures. Don't sleep on the my funded futures. Really good deal. And take profit trade for 30% off, no activation fee. That's my favorite prop right now for the daily payouts. Unfortunately, I'm not super successful with them yet, but we'll get there eventually. 15 minutes. Yeah, no, I was talking about the 1 hour D. But also Bulenox 90% off, 91% off. Let me I don't want to shortchange it. And then Apex 90% off through the end of the month there. Tradeify is 35% off on any size account, which is a really good deal. Liking Tradeify a lot too. Trying to get funded with Tradeify here. I've been funded a couple times, but fumbled the bag on it. So I've really taken it slow on these accounts right here on Tradeify. So we got 2 that we're working on, and we'll try to get up to 5 if we can. I know we can. You just got to use the mindset of taking it slow, right? Taking it slow. Let me message Tom. Retest the 50 EMA here again. Where's Tom at? Where are you, Tom? All right. Here's the push. You know what I might do? Do I want to risk 200 on this trade? We're up 370. Maybe we should switch over to micros on this trade, actually. And just risk 100 instead of 200. Let's do that. Don't think I'm going to get anything else that's kind of funded account worthy anyway. We'll go to 5. There we go. Okay. So I got it set up. We're on micros. I'm on the right account. Okay. I don't know, Marcin. We've had action today, but it's like not really what's been logical, I guess I would say, a whole lot. Is there any... We did have a bullish Harami there, too, that looks like it's failing on the 5-minute. It just failed. So the 15 minutes tapping back into that... Oh, it didn't tap into it earlier, did it? Or did it? Is this the same candle? Maybe it is. No, it's... Yeah, I guess it is. So tapping back into that 350 level there. I'm going to try a bounce off the 50. These psych levels have been working really well lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but they've been working really well. There we go. 10 points. Boom. Now, how come that can happen on like my one funded account, but not on the rest of them? You shorted 60 get 7. Let's go. I mean, that psych level bounce has been working very well recently there. So now we're just $700 away. Up 468 on that account. I don't know why those psych levels have been working so well, but they have. I've noticed like they're paying quite often. Let's go. Let's see here. Miss Law, if a trade works in eval, the inverse is true for funded. Yeah, that's true, Yoji. Does it not seem that way to you guys? Seems that way to me. I don't know. It seems that way to me. Room, you can leave it for as long as you want, as long as you are okay getting rebuild, right? You can leave it for as long as you want. Oh, I forgot this was even on over here. If eval's green, then funded blown. Tom Sabo's around. Repeat. Look at that. Look at that boner candle, guys. ES bounced right off the VWAP there. Reclaim 59.10. Big push up here. Again, never really closed below this. Didn't really get to the VWAP. I mean, second test, yeah. 50 EMA still paying. I mean, like every single day I'm marking out these 50 EMA trades. This one here, I don't think did it work for 10? I think it might have barely. Yeah, barely worked for 10, but it did work. So you've had 250 EMA opportunities today since open. Win. Win. So I'm telling you guys, these 50 EMAs, like if you just pay attention to the first touch after a cross with a, I call it a clear drawn liquidity, which I feel like we had here, even though it didn't go to it. You know, here maybe there's not a clear draw, but still an uptrend, kind of grinding, right? Don't go full port. Don't do it. Then look at this big drop. Wow. This is a death candle. So if this closes here without hitting this wick, I think it'll be a pretty solid short. A very high win rate on this, at least to this wick. It might be break even, but might be worth stabbing at. I mean, that's a death candle there, if I've ever seen one. Although to be honest, I don't know. I guess I probably would have. I think it's a break-even trade at worst, but I probably might avoid it now that I look at it because it did not close below this external gap, which is actually what's holding price down. I do think it's still at least a break-even trade. I'm personally going to avoid it. But when you see that kind of candle, though, I mean, I would have liked for it to close below this gap to make it a little more higher probability there. Obviously, you're going to be fighting the VWAP as well. But I'd go break even here. You really would scale it the VWAP. So scale it 41. That would be 10 points. More than 10 points. I'd probably scale it 10 points and go break even at that wick. It's not good enough for me to take it, but I think it's a pretty decent, reasonable thought. There you go. Stop to break even. You got your 10 points. Maybe scale it the VWAP, target 330. You knew as soon as I didn't enter it, as soon as I said I'm not taking it, it's going to work. That's a requirement. That's a requirement for the trade to work. Methodical's not taking it. That's a full port trade. Full port. That's full port right there. So stop to break even. I think it went 11 or 12 points there. Went 11 points. And we finally did close below this gap here, which, I mean, technically, if you wanted to hold it, you know, you could wait till here to go break even down here at 335, but getting the rip back up here. Let's see if this holds. If ES holds below 59.10, we can still sell down. You're in Dodge's new alert Discord. What is the new alert? I don't know what that is. You'll wait for the London close, Marson. Here's a new 15-minute candle as well here. I don't know. I mean, it feels like we're going to push, but like we could easily just sell down here. Really just range bound at this point. Oh, a new indicator. I don't know. I think my personal opinion on like an IFVG indicator is it's not a great idea because not all IFVGs are the same, right? Like this here, this one here. Think about this one. This is like if it's not taking bias into consideration, I mean, is it really doing anything for you if it's just marking out a close above? Like, oh, we inversed here. Let me indicate it. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of blindly indicating stuff I'm not a huge fan of. I was like, to me, this is not a setup I would ever take because we didn't sweep liquidity. I mean, we swept some, but we're so close to sell side there, right? But I guarantee you, if you're using an indicator or whatever, it would tell you, it would just indicate this. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. I would definitely wouldn't pay for anything like that. You know what I mean? Kind of goofy. Kind of goofy. Yeah, I don't think you use it. Can we push or not? Anybody watch Matt? Did he take any trades today? I did notice something on Matt's stream. I'm not going to say anything here, but I'm going to go back and look at it. I did notice something yesterday. I'm going to go back and take a look. There's something interesting, but I can't really talk about it here. No, I can't, Coach Frey. I can't. I'll make a video on it if it turns out to be legit. If it turns out to be something that I caught. Yeah, I noticed something in the recap. Matt was down 720. I did notice something. Go watch it, see if you notice it. But I have to go back and look anyway to see if what I noticed is correct. It could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't want to say anything without knowing for sure. You have to go look for yourself. Do your own thing. Oh. But yeah, I can't. I don't want to say anything about it until I know for sure. In fact, I guess I can go. I guess I can look right now while we're waiting. Why not? Oh, really? What was up with his eye? What was up with his eye? That's scary. All right, we're back. Oh, really? That's crazy. I've heard of that happening before, like on that show. What was that show called? Well, it had that couple, Tarek and Christina, some sort of like flipping show, flipping houses. And I guess he had something on his neck or something. He had some sort of like tumor or something on his neck. Or cancer. I don't know exactly. What was the name of that show? I don't even know. Can't remember the name of it. I trade in the house. Max in the house, making himself known. He said, I did not hear you talking about me. I have to put my name in there. Yeah, so I am actually confirming what I saw here. Now, I don't know if it means anything. I'm trying to go back and look right now. But it is funny. It is, I'm going to go back and look a little deeper here. Look a little deeper here. Let's go back even further. Nice little rip up here. I don't know. I'm having to wait for initial balance. We're either going to rip it or we're not. Did he get his fangs trimmed? Yeah, he must have. No. So I'll show you guys what I noticed. Here, I'll show you. Why not? So in his recaps, when he takes a trade, if you notice it says 20 out of 20. So this shows where he's trading his 20 accounts, right? So when he takes a trade now, it shows 20 out of 20. But if you go back and look at his recaps when he entered a trade over the last like month, it didn't show the 20 out of 20. It didn't show anything here. So I'm wondering, does that mean that he actually wasn't trading across all 20 and he was saying he was? I don't know. But that's something that I noticed the other day in his recap. I was like, oh, it's got the 20 up there again. Because I watch his recaps every day. I think it's interesting. I like Trades by Matt, just so you guys know. But, you know, it was weird when he said that he just canceled his 50K accounts. I mean, that doesn't make any sense, right? Like, oh, I just decided to try to pass 20 300Ks and I passed my 50Ks. I canceled my 50Ks. So I just thought it was interesting. I noticed that was back on his recaps. And like I'm watching an old one here from the 17th and it's there. But if you go back and you watch one from like a month ago when he enters a trade, you know, the 20's not there. See what I'm saying? See how the 20's not there? So I don't know. It was kind of interesting. What up, Joker? Maybe that might explain why he went for the 300Ks, which if you lost your 50Ks, why not just say that? Who cares, you know? Oh, you the man. Nice job, Black Phoenix. Yeah, if you lost your accounts, just say you lost them. Like I mean, I don't know if that's what happened or not, but just was something I saw that I thought was interesting. I was like, So it shows the 20 accounts now. Because to cancel your accounts really makes no sense, right? I mean, we talked about that. Like, even if you had, say, $1,000 in drawdown, that would be like me saying, now obviously he has a lot more money than I do, but that would be like me saying, oh, I'm in drawdown on these accounts right here, you know, $800, $900. I think I'm just going to pass, you know, 20 more 300Ks and I'm just going to cancel these. It's just, it don't make much sense. And there's that short finally playing out. Throw a little fib on here. 315s maybe. Yeah, I don't know why you would do that. Like, to me, that sounds more stupid than just saying like, "Hey, I blew my accounts." Or even like, even if he did pass the 20 and he still had the other 20, why not just YOLO those? Just YOLO them and say, you know what? I knew I already had 20 new ones passed. I decided to take a YOLO trade. It failed. I blew the accounts. I mean, I think we can relate to that more than somebody just saying, I just got so much money, I just decided to cancel them. That 6 or 7 grand that I spent on those accounts doesn't matter much. So, yeah, exactly, Luke. That makes a lot of sense. Like, oh, I'm switching from this to that. Yeah, that would probably have a little more sense to it. So, I do like the initial balance tech T, but I have back tested it, and it's only like a 55% win rate. Now, I do think that you might could tweak that and get the win rate up, but just the way I back tested it was like 55%. Which at a 1-to-1 is not making money, right? At a 1-to-2, it makes money. Let's go, Coach Fred. Nice job. But I do like trade. I like Matt. I mean, like, I don't know him on a personal level, obviously, but I do question sometimes when he does stuff. Like, what? Why would you do that? I want to show you guys an example of something here. So look at this price action here. I want you to look at this. So we have a wick here, okay? And then here, we did not resweep the low, and we V-shaped out of there, right? Not really V-shaped, but close. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you the difference in these two. Let's look at last night's price action, okay? So we're looking here. We're looking there. Now, obviously, that's New York, and this is Asia. Do you see any... Does this look familiar to you? Does this look similar? Very similar, right? This was A+ in my opinion, and I didn't take it because I had just passed my eval. But this is an A+ funded trade. And the reason is because we didn't take out this wick here, but we had a huge SMT with the ES. ES never took out this wick. I missed the SMT. So that's the difference in these two plays, in case you're wondering, versus like me calling this out last night versus not liking this one today. It's got a very similar look, but there's no SMT involved. If there was an SMT here where ES took this wick and we didn't, or vice versa, then that makes this A+. But it didn't happen. But I was just sitting here looking at that, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty similar look to kind of what we had last night, but on a larger level. Obviously, Asia's going to look a little different. But if I had noticed that SMT, I would have 100% taken that in my funded account and not even been trading today. So... Re-answer on the retest of VWAP? Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Yes, also at the VWAP. I mean, the first test is typically the best test. I think we sweep 330. 50% of the range is kind of down here at this small little 1 minute OB, 315 area. So that's like 50%. Could maybe retest this and then get a push up. I trade TO's fine. I'm going to actually do an interview with TO. I haven't okayed this with him yet, but I told him I wanted to do a collaboration with him next week. So I'm going to try to reach out to him over the weekend and see if we can't get an interview. So I'll probably post in the Discord or on social media or something. I don't have a lot of followers, but if you guys got some questions that you want me to ask TO or whatever, then post them. You know, drop them below. I'll write them down right now. So you got to keep it PG probably, even though I know TO won't keep it PG. Have to break out the bleep button. Beep with TO. Oh. Tom said he's starting on My Funded Futures TV in 13 minutes. So, if you guys want to jump on there, I might be on there. We'll see. I'm trying to work out the details on it, but Tom's supposed to be on there in 13 minutes. Yeah. It's one of those situations where, like, there's no real bias today, right? There's no real, you can't really say we're bearish or bullish here. I mean, if anything, we're bullish, right? It looks that way. But, yes, he did, Coach Fred. It's now a private channel. It's kind of like a legacy channel or whatever. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I am in his private server now. But he only invited certain people. I don't know if he's still streaming in it, Coach Fred. I think he maybe stepped back from doing that. Oh, you the man, Yoji. Appreciate you. Oh, it does kind of look like My Funded Futures TV is getting botted. I don't think they have 6,000 viewers. I think they're getting botted. I mean, maybe they are, but I doubt it. Waiting to see what happens here. Need to get to that 50% level before we can reconsider longs. We are kind of generating some low resistance liquidity to the upside. Maxi's got a little woof going on today. A little woof. If you guys are new here and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. If you haven't hit the like button, do that for me. We appreciate it. It does help. ES looking stronger here. I mean, yeah, I think... Is it? Actually, it might be a little... Let me see. Hold on. ES already tapped that 50% level on this pullback. So Nasdaq doesn't necessarily have to. We are still inside that huge gap to the left. Funny thing is, I just now realized this. Actually... Does he have a new channel? iTrader, you talking about... Who are you talking about? You're talking about Oracle. He has a new Discord. He deleted his YouTube channel. Let me see. Let me jump in his Discord and see. Yeah, he calls it Legacy Group. It does look like he is streaming in there. Or at least somebody is. In the voice channel. Somebody's in the voice channel. So I don't know if he's actually streaming in there or not. It's late in the day for him to be in there anyway, to be honest. Oracle's usually done before this time. He's done before this time. But yeah, he does have 400 members in his new Discord. Which is still a lot of people. All right, look at this. Push. Man, I kind of want to take this. All right, I might take this with a 10-point stop on a single account here. All right, so if we retest the VWAP here, I think I'll take it. I want to see a little pullback here. If we don't get it, we'll just have to jump in, but I don't like where my stop will be as much. I want to see like a 40, retest like the 42 area. Potential. All right, I'm just going to take it. It's looking strong here, like it's just going to go. And of course, now it's going to give me the entry that I wanted. So that's pretty much the entry that I wanted there, but didn't offer it to me at the time. 42. Let's see if it holds. If it doesn't, we just lose. Got 20 points here, so risking $200. What we got? Is that an inside bar on the 5? I can't tell. Let's see here. Above the wicks, we're going to go break even. There it is. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So up $565 on that Take Private Pro account. $600 away from the $2,000 threshold. Done pretty well on this count over the last 3 days. We're up 500 plus yesterday, 500 plus today, and 1,000 plus the day before after losing 1,000 on Tuesday. So ending up green on this account for the week. We are red on the other accounts for the week, somewhere around $550-ish. You the man, Yoji. You the man. So just finding a spot there that makes sense, right? Using the VWAP. We didn't quite hit 50%, but ES did. ES already recovered the VWAP, so kind of expecting, the fact that we left a gap here. We have an inversion on the way up there. It's not a clean one, so it's okay if it retests it. We've generated a lot of liquidity here. This is just generated liquidity. We could run through this very quick. You could see a Hulk Smash boner candle just right through this. You could. Maybe it might wait for the macro time to do it, but it could. We could see a Hulk Smash boner candle here. So again, and we also have the London close, I guess, coming up here in a minute and a half or whatever. 2 minutes. Let's see if it wants to continue here. Again, I just took the low-hanging fruit there. I could have obviously went for more, but just take the low-hanging fruit and be done. What do we have? Do we have anything here holding us down? Not really. We're above the trauma on the 5-minute. Let me look at the 15-minute. We are approaching the 15-minute trauma at 59.04. So I might get a little resistance there, but what the fuck? How did I get on this? This is not the right chart. I was wondering why my freaking chart was looking crazy. That's not the right chart. 59.04. Why is that on this? How long? I wonder how long that's been on this. All right, we're at the trauma now at 371 on the 15-minute. And we're above it on the 5. I don't know how long that's been on that wrong chart. And we get a new 15-minute candle here in a moment, and we're about to close above 50-minute trauma. Oh, Vince, that sucks. You don't have a funded account? Ah, man, sorry to hear that. That sucks. But pretty big bull flag on the 15-minute, right? Man, that sucks, Vince. You hate for that to happen on a Friday. So, nice little bull flag there on the 15-minute. A little bit of resistance in this 380 area. You can see we got some top of these bodies here. So a little resistance right there at 380, and then your next level's up there 394 on the 5-minute. Yeah. So that's what we're looking like. My Fender Futures still have 30% off. They do, Vince. It's like $88. Really good deal. No activation fee. So the 15-minute did not close above trauma there. It actually got rejected at it. That's not a good look. It needs to push above there for this thing to continue to go up. All right, just kind of waiting here. I'm waiting for Tom to come on the thing there. I don't see him. Let me add him. Tom Sabo is going to be on My Funded Futures TV, supposedly like right now. Or they're doing giveaways. Wow, look at that rejection there, though. Retest that 5-minute trend line here. Let's see if it holds. Is there any news or something going on right now? Because this is not normal. This is not normal. I'm gonna chase here. Might lose my $100 I just made, but that's okay. This is why you don't chase, but it also could work. I'm okay with losing the $100. All right, we lost it. That's fine. Probably a better spot would be right there at the VWAP. ES kind of holding up at the VWAP there as well. They called him Sabo, Mr. Tom Sabo. Tom Sabo, not Sabo, Tom Sabo. All right, I did jump back in there, not going to lie. We jumped back in, I couldn't resist. $648 now on that account. Only $500 away, let's go. That Luke guy's a bit goofy. I don't know. He's the one who's supposed to be getting me on there, so we'll see. I think. Is his name? Is that his name? Let me see if that's the same guy. Yeah, that's the same guy. The skinny bullet that's armored piercing. Tom said he had a loss after the stream. That's a secret. Sabat equals Sabo. I don't know. Saboteur. Could be. We'll know when Tom buys a micro here. We'll know when he buys a micro. $1.5 micros. Oh. I mean, this push lower here is interesting. I mean, you still have this low resistance liquidity up here. I mean, I don't know. If you get you have to get a really good candle through this. Not so sure we get it, but we'll wait and see. Marston's going to go 2 micros. So back to the 50% level here. Ooh, wait a second. Wait, did I do that earlier? Didn't even notice that. We're only $500 away, guys. Should we try to go for it? Nah. When you try to go for it, that's what happens. Then you end up doing something stupid. So we don't want to do that. Let's see if it retests this inversion here. This is probably too high, right? Really, you'd like to see one more kind of whoop. And then maybe we can get the move back up. But it's so tough to know. It's so tough to know, like, you know, these lows down here. This one, and then the one that we got marked out down here at 192 that's on the hourly chart. They're so obvious. Just not really moving yet. It's not moving very much right now, guys. Just not. Tom seems nervous. Asia wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. The Tom Sabo guarantee. We had a Tom Sabo guarantee last night. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was here. He didn't know anything about it, but 369 was his guarantee, and we hit it. He didn't know anything about it. Do, 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 do. Tom's doing great. Yeah, good old Tom. The only problem is he took down. I don't know if you guys notice. There's normally a picture of Methodical Man right here on the shelf. He took it down. Wait a second. Is that it? Is that my picture? Hold on. I got to make it bigger. Nope, that's not me. His wife put the picture of me on the shelf, or his girlfriend, fiance, and he took it down. He took it down for My Funded Futures TV. That hurts my feelings. That hurts my feelings, Tom. This one's not that obvious, but this would be an ace. Well, I was going to say it would be an A setup, but I think it just kind of didn't quite. It's not quite obvious anymore. Yeah, not obvious enough now. Only 4 points. Not good enough. Maybe 30-second chart's better. A little better. Not really. Not obvious enough. Non-PG pick? Yeah, it was a PG pick. It was the same picture he had in front of him when he was carving the pumpkin during Halloween. For those of you who remember that. If I had an eval, I would take this trade. If I had an eval to trade here, I'd take this. Just in an eval, probably break even. There's the trigger. Stop to break even 318. Probably go break even here, actually. Yeah, you could scale at the 21 as well. So I'd go break even probably 321. And then scale there as well. It's 9 points, almost. Yeah, it's 9 points. If this was bigger, this would be A+. So there's your scale, and now stop to break even. And you'd be stopped break even. Just not that obvious of a gap there. If it was more obvious, that would be much cleaner, much better opportunity. I think it's a good eval trade, not a good funded trade there. Not a good funded trade. What's a good question, guys? I'm watching Tom Sabo over here on My Funded Futures TV. What's a good question for me to ask him? You know, PG-ish. What's a good question? So the 15-minute is inversing back to the downside here. It's not that obvious of a 15-minute gap, but what streamer does he look up to? All right, perfect. Who is your favorite streamer? Why is he sending nudes of others? What's his favorite thing to do in the hot tub? What's your biggest mistake? He said, I followed Tom Sabo's trades and lost. Why is he only trading micros? Is that a reflection? Is that a reflection on the size of something else? Only trading micros? I'm not going to give him too much of a hard time since this is his first time on there. That would be funny though, huh? The only reason why I thought about that is because this guy's name is Big Tick Energy on here. All right, do we get one more manipulation leg lower here and get another clean long entry, or do we just, you know, Here, you are very familiar with the micro. Yeah. When you look at this price action, guys, do you feel like you've missed anything? Like if you came onto the charts today, and even this down move, and like that move up, like do you feel like you missed anything if you came onto the charts right now? I don't feel like I would have. This is an inside day. We are inside this range, and we've not left it. FOMO is real. We have an SMT at the lows. I mean, at face value, I think that we could short here and think that maybe it goes down here to 192. You could short specifically at this spot and have your stop. You know, you would need like a 50-point stop. You could do it on a micro. Do 108 points for a 50-point stops. I mean, it's still 1 to 4 risk to reward. 30-second chart. Yeah, it's a little. The 30-second chart. I'm starving, guys. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten anything all day. There actually is an SMT on the 1 minute as well. All right, let me see here. Kind of in a wedge on the 5 minute. Was that the 5 or the 15? It's really the same setup on the 5 and the 15 here. Where is the trauma? I don't know. 5 minute trauma? I don't know. The trauma is so far away. I don't know if I like how far away we are from the trauma on this 5 minute break of structure. You can point at it on this doll where the trauma is. It's still, this does not look, doesn't look all that bearish. Unfortunately, we didn't get, I mean, there's just not a clean gap on this push down for us to get it. Now, we've gotten 2 50 touches that have paid. Do you think this 50 touch makes sense? I'm not so sure. I don't like how it already reacted. Yeah, I mean, it came within a point of it and then already pushed down. SMT work? Let's go, Marcin. Well, secretly behind the scenes, Tom Sabo bought 1 micro long, and that's why that worked. He didn't tell anybody. Look, guys, we almost got that Loch Ness Monster set up here. You know, little Loch Ness Monster. Got the tail, the body, little ears. The got a little horn coming off the front of its mouth. Is that kind of look like a I don't know what that looks like. A rhino? It's a rhino. It's the rhino pattern. The whelpine. The whelpine. You guys aren't trading the rhino pattern. I mean, I saw the rhino pattern forming all the way over here. Tom is not moving his stop. Methodical man is moving his stop. Don't even doubt it. It's not even a question. The stop is being moved. There's the actual touch of the 50. Well, right there at it. 33 down to 23. Does it go to 20? Did it go to 23? I don't think it did yet. Let's look for a 10-point reaction off that 50 level. Didn't hit the target yet. Let's go, plus 320. I'm in. I'm in off the 50. Got a bad entry. I am going to go stop to break even on this if we get 5 points. So the 26. 26, I'll go break even. There it is. Just want it to go there. Well, I tried. $32,000 Hungarian pesos. Let's go. I don't know. Not moving the stop there probably was the play. Yeah, there's the target. There's the target. That 50 EMA does it again. 3 for 3 today on the 50 EMA. The 50 EMA strikes again. Uh-oh, Tom Sabo's calling out 21,400. Tom Sabo guarantee. Tom's long. I mean, I don't actually hate the long. I do think, like, I wish we had this. I wish this was down here. But I still think this is an okay setup. Doing a giveaway over here on My Funded Futures. I'm going to go ahead and jump in here and do it. Why not? I'm going to enter the giveaway. Hopefully this is the push through the 400s. Yeah, we're going to see. I mean, if we close above this, I think 100% we go. I mean, Could you get in early? Like, could you be in already? Yeah, for sure. You do have a small SMT at the bottom. Not a big one. Yeah, I don't think it's horrible here. I mean, you got a clear break even. 13 points. You got to obviously draw on liquidity. The problem is your stop is going to be 24 points. This might be one that I take on the pro account and I take it with smaller size. Maybe we go 2 micros. We scale 1 micro at initial balance and we try to target the overnight highs at 421 for the runner. So we could risk maybe 40. It'd be risking about 60, 80 bucks. Fish Lips, the giveaways over here on, let's see, right here. I'll post it. I'll post it. There's the link. All right, my my Ninja just disconnected again. I see you over there, Yoji. He's got the picture of me hanging in his house. He gets all flustered. I can't be talking over there. You took a scalp short in Q1 minute time frame. Yeah, I mean, off the VWAP there, I mean, the retest of this bearish gap makes sense. I mean, here's the thing. We got a lot of built up liquidity up here, kind of low resistance. So that's why I'm thinking, like, if we can get, you got to get a big candle through here. Close above, I think this thing can run. Now, conversely, I mean, we're also generating some liquidity to the downside here, right? Middle of the range, no clear draw on liquidity, difficult to trade, to be honest. So it really could go either way. Haven't touched Ninja since. Yeah, I like Quantower. The problem was, you know, all the issues I was having with the copy trader. That's why I switched over to Ninja, mainly because, like, I had planned on copying like 25, 30 accounts at one time. Obviously, I'm not doing that now, but I switched over because of that. I do have 4 past accounts with Bulenox that I'll be adding to the copier, and we'll be adding these 5 Apex accounts that are now passed. So once we add those, that will be approximately 22 or 23 on the copier at one time. So I'm using Replicanto, much less issues with the Replicanto than with the Quantower. I like both of them. I think both are reasonable to use, you know. You're copying 36? Woo! Oh, yeah. I was having a problem, Tech, because I wanted to go down to micros. That was the main reason. And I didn't think the Quantower copier could handle, you know, 5 micros across 20, 25 accounts. How's yours doing, though? Straight up noon. Time's in along. Always one mini. Yeah, I think one mini is acceptable, Tech T. I think when you get into multiple minis, multiple micros, is when you get problems. But there was like months at a time where I had no problems. And then I would go a few weeks where there was just nonstop problems. Sabo is long, Coach Fred. Somewhere around, I think he got in at like 320. I think where's he in at? 321? Which is kind of strange because when he came on the stream, he was talking about a market structure shift, right? When he came on the stream, that's what he was talking about. And then for some reason he switched long. I don't usually pay that close attention to like a market structure shift. I almost think of these as like liquidity grabs instead of a shift. I don't know why I shift my thinking in terms of that. So here's a stop down here at the lows. This is a protected low. So that is a protected low there. Again, it doesn't mean we can't take it out. It just means that it's a little more difficult to get taken out. $394, yeah. All right, guys, I got a couple of things I got to do today, so I am going to call it. This will end my week. I am not coming back for Power Hour today. I will be back Sunday for the Asia Open, though. So this is where we're ending the week at. I think we're down approximately $500 per account up here. $500 per account here. And this account's green on the week. About $1,000 or $1,100. Remember, guys, the month does end over the weekend here. So if you want to pick up an Apex account for 90% off, you need to get that in over the weekend, today or tomorrow. And Bulenox 91% off is going to end as well. And My Funded Futures 30% off sale is going to come to an end as well. So if you want to support the channel and pick up those, my code is MM with every prop firm except for Apex. Remember, with Apex, the code is MYTH. Everyone else, it's MM. So Tradeify 35% off. Take Private Trader 30% off and no activation fee. My Funded Futures again 30% off the Starter Plus account and 50% off the new users. We will be back Sunday, 6 p.m. You guys enjoy your weekend. If you're green, lock it in. We'll see you next time.